So let's just go back to where we were in the fall of 2019. We were trying to experiment with what an arts organization could do about community, and what does that mean in our own backyard.
We're looking for creative humans who wouldn't be afraid to tell us what we needed to hear as well. In the end, we chose Brett Cook and Liz Lerman to be our senior fellows at YBCA.
Brett is a visual artist, a portrait painter, community organizer, and educator. And Liz is a groundbreaking visionary choreographer, writer, and longtime educator.
One of the first things that Liz offered was a training in critical response process.
She developed this process as a young artist to prevent other artists from feeling the way she did when she received critique as a young dancer. I remember us going to Brett to ask him if he could do something similar, and we thought that that meant community agreements. Instead, he suggested that we have a conversation about what is community. Brett also calls himself a healer, and I think it's also what they're doing with this exhibit. I think it's an offering to teach, an offering to heal.
To me, the exhibit, Reflection and Action, it's about what's in the name. And it's an invitation into process, into how to work with communities, an embodiment of the values that these artists live and show.
When you move into one gallery, there's a co-created work called the Spell Altar. They're little pieces of reflective material that you are asked to think about where you're at in your life. All of Brett's works that you see, these were all created 20 to 30 years ago, and this is the first time they've ever collectively been displayed for the public to see. Inside of another gallery is Liz's office. Liz, over the course of her career, she's lived in many different places, but the one constant is that she's always had the same office. And then you're gonna find the treadmill tapes. And the idea is that you would find a person that you wanted to talk through an issue with. And we're gonna have that set up inside of the galleries.
With Liz in particular, one thing that I really, really appreciated that I think is rare is having an artist push feminine leadership. And that in her work with Wicked Bodies, that is actually what they're also trying to show the world, which is there is a different way of being.
Something that Brett and Liz brought to us is just this true embodiment of trust, a true care and connection that they were wanting to build with us. I see the exhibition as a way to reflect individually on what do you feel when you're in this room? And then what does that look like when you leave the space?
I don't know if you can replicate the magic that we've experienced with Brett and Liz. When I reflect on the Senior Fellows program, I think we all have acknowledged that we're extremely polarized.
So for them to collaborate in this way is super powerful. They're a treasure trove.